Forehead kiss. A forehead kiss is usually connected to comfort, protection, and emotional closeness. Unlike more romantic kisses, it often carries a quiet sense of care. Parents use it with children, close friends sometimes use it during emotional moments, and couples often see it as a sign of deep trust. In many cultures, it became associated with reassurance because the forehead is seen as a vulnerable and personal space. Cheek kiss. The cheek kiss is one of the most common social kisses in the world. In countries across Europe, the Middle East, and Latin America, it is often used as a greeting between friends and family members. The meaning changes depending on the culture. In some places, it is formal and polite, while in others, it feels warm and personal. What makes it different is that it usually represents connection without romantic intention. Hand kiss. The hand kiss has roots in old royal traditions and formal etiquette. Historically, it was connected to respect, admiration, and social class. Noblemen would lightly kiss the hand of a woman as a sign of courtesy. Today it is less common in everyday life, but it still appears in films, ceremonies, and formal settings. French kiss. The French kiss is strongly linked to romance and physical attraction. It became widely known in the English-speaking world during the early 20th century after travelers associated this style with French culture. Unlike simpler kisses, it involves much closer interaction and usually represents passion and intimacy. In movies and popular media, it became one of the most recognized romantic gestures. Eskimo Kiss. The Eskimo kiss involves rubbing noses together rather than kissing with the lips. It is often connected to Inuit traditions, although modern portrayals have simplified its original meaning. The gesture likely developed in extremely cold climates where exposing lips to freezing temperatures was uncomfortable. Today, it is usually seen as playful, affectionate, and gentle. Air kiss. The air kiss is more about social performance than physical affection. It became popular in celebrity culture, fashion events, and formal gatherings where people greet each other without actual contact. Usually, the cheeks touch lightly while a kissing sound is made into the air. It often signals friendliness, elegance, or social familiarity rather than emotional closeness. Butterfly kiss. A butterfly kiss happens when someone brings their face close enough for their eyelashes to brush against another person's skin. It is soft, playful, and usually connected to children, couples, or intimate family moments. The name comes from the light fluttering feeling that resembles butterfly wings. Unlike dramatic romantic gestures, this one feels quiet and personal. Neck kiss. A neck kiss is usually associated with attraction and vulnerability. The neck is considered a sensitive area, which makes this type of kiss feel more intense than ordinary affection. Across films and literature, it is often used to represent desire, emotional tension, or closeness between partners. Even without words, it can communicate strong feelings very clearly. Single lip kiss. The single lip kiss focuses on only one of the other person's lips, usually gently and slowly. It became popular in romantic storytelling because it creates a sense of tenderness rather than urgency. Compared to faster or more passionate kisses, this one feels deliberate and emotionally focused. It is often shown during emotional reunions or quiet moments between couples. Spider-Man kiss. The Spider-Man kiss became famous after the 2002 superhero film where one character kissed another upside down in the rain. Since then, it turned into a recognizable pop culture moment rather than a traditional type of kiss. What made it memorable was the unusual angle and emotional tension of the scene. It showed how movies can transform a single gesture into a worldwide symbol. Goodnight kiss. The goodnight kiss is tied to routine, safety, and emotional reassurance. Families often use it with children before sleep, while couples may see it as a small but meaningful daily habit. Even though it is simple, it often represents consistency and care. Over time, many people begin to associate it with feelings of comfort and emotional stability. Wedding kiss. The wedding kiss is one of the most symbolic kisses in many cultures. It usually appears at the end of a marriage ceremony as a public sign of commitment and unity. Traditions around it changed throughout history, but the gesture became widely recognized through religion, law, and public ceremonies. For many people, it represents the beginning of a shared life together,